Show that the circles x squared plus y squared minus 2x minus 2y equals 0 and x squared plus y squared minus 8x minus 8y plus 24 equals 0 touch externally. So we're going to use this formula, x squared plus y squared plus 2g of x plus 2fy plus c equals 0, to find the centre and the radius of each of the circles. So we're going to start with the first circle, x squared plus y squared minus 2x minus 2y equals 0. And what we're going to do is compare the coefficients of x in both the formula and the actual equation of the circle. So in the formula, the coefficient of x is 2g, and in the actual equation, the coefficient of x is minus 2. So if we have 2g equals minus 2, then g is going to equal minus 1. And if g is equal to minus 1, then the x-coordinate of the centre of our circle is minus g. So minus 1 is going to be 1. So the x-coordinate for the centre of our circle is 1. Next we take the coefficient of y in the formula and the equation. So the coefficient of y in the formula is 2f, and the coefficient of y in the actual equation is minus 2. We're going to let them equal each other. So if 2f equals minus 2, then f is equal to minus 1. So again, we're going to have a look at our formula, and we're told in the formula that the centre is minus g minus f, and we got f to be minus 1. So minus f is going to be minus 1, which is going to be 1. So the y value is going to be 1 for the centre of our circle. So our centre is 1, 1. So next we need to find the radius. So the formula for the radius is the square root of g squared plus f squared minus c. So we found our f and our g. So g is minus 1, f is minus 1. And our c value is going to be 0 because there's actually no constant at the end of our equation. So our c value will be 0. So we end up getting the square root of minus 1 squared, which is 1, plus minus 1 squared, which is 1, minus 0, which would give us the square root of 1 plus 1, which is the square root of 2. So root 2 is radius 1, the radius of the first circle. So now we're going to do the same with the second equation. We're going to find the centre and find the radius. So the equation of the second circle is x squared plus y squared minus 8x minus 8y plus 24 is equal to 0. So again, we're going to compare the coefficient of x in the formula, which is 2g, with the coefficient of x in the equation, which is minus 8. We're going to let them equal each other. If 2g is equal to minus 8, then g is equal to minus 4. So if our centre is going to be minus g, then minus 4 is going to be 4. So the x value of the centre of our circle is 4. Now we do the same with the coefficient of y in the formula and the equation. We're going to let 2f equal minus 8. So 2f is equal to minus 8, so f is equal to minus 4. So our centre is going to be minus f, and since f is minus 4, we're going to have minus 4, which is plus 4. So the y value of the centre of our circle is also 4. So the centre of circle 2 is 4, 4. Next we're going to find the radius. So we're going to use this formula, the square root of g squared plus f squared minus c. So g squared is going to be minus 4 squared, which is 16. F squared is going to be minus 4 squared, which is 16. And minus c is going to be minus 24. So we have root 16 plus 16 minus 24, which gives us root 8, which is 2 root 2. So 2 root 2 is equal to the radius 2, the second circle's radius. So now what we're going to do is take radius 1, which is root 2, and take radius 2, which is 2 root 2, and we're going to add them together. And we end up getting 3 root 2. So the two radii added together is 3 root 2. Next we're going to let d be the distance between the centres. So remember our centre points are 1, 1 and 4, 4. So we're going to use the distance formula, which is the square root of x2 minus x1 squared plus y2 minus y1 squared. We're going to label our center points as x1, y1, x2, y2, and we substitute into the formula, getting the square root of 4 minus 1 squared plus 4 minus 1 squared, which gives us root 18, which can be rewritten as root 9 times 2, which can be rewritten as 3 root 2. So we got 3 root 2 for both of them. So thus, the distance is equal to the two radii added together. And the circles touch externally. So since we got the distance between the center point 1, 1 and 4, 4 to be equal to the two radii added together, we know that the circles touch externally.